Last week, the state began a new method of awarding liquor licenses, an auction instead of a lottery. The auction stems from a new law, which also creates some additional beer and wine and liquor licenses for several cities and towns where licenses were hard to get. MTN's Mike Dennison explains.
A special session of the legislature approved the law late last year to generate new revenue for the state by auctioning liquor licenses instead of awarding them for as little as $400 by lottery. Under the new system, the minimum bid for a license will be 75% of market value. In Bozeman, where one of the first auctions is occurring, the minimum for an all-beverage license is $371,000. But the new law did something else. It created separate quota areas for several cities that had been combined with a larger city, like Belgrade and Bozeman.
All the licenses were ending up in Bozeman, so you weren't getting a lot of restaurants or new establishments in the Belgrade area. So this fixes that by separating those quota areas and allowing licenses to stay in Belgrade.
The Belgrade community leaders were very excited about trying to invite some more restaurants and businesses that wanted to have on-premise alcohol into their community. They believe that this change would help them get more alcohol beverage service licenses into their market and help grow that economy they're trying to grow in Belgrade.
The law creates 18 new licenses for Belgrade, including 11 restaurant beer and wine licenses. Those licenses will be auctioned off over the next several years. Other areas getting new licenses include Hamilton, Columbia Falls, East Helena, and Rexford near Eureka in the northwest corner of the state. Schlau says the first auction bids for licenses in Bozeman, Belgrade, Three Forks, and Townsend will close next month.
But we should know by the end of September, early October, who's going to have those licenses and where they should be going.
The next round of auctions should start soon thereafter, but the state hasn't decided yet where that will be. Iverson from the Tavern Association says he's curious to see how the auctions play out across the state.
This is the first of its kind. I'm going to sit in the bleachers and watch.
The state estimates the new auction method will generate nearly $4 million in new revenue. And a few cities and towns will definitely see some new establishments that serve alcohol. Reporting from Helena, Mike Dennison, MTN News.
The law created 54 new liquor and beer and wine licenses for the quotas where the areas were split into two separate towns.